Fellow congregation members of the church, all people who sit there, brother, as an evil, rotten, decrepit, low-down, despicable, vile-mouthed monster. I realize that monsters like this do not have a place in heaven. And I also realize that hell simply will not have them because they don't want a motherfucker like this trying to take over. Pardon my language. That it must be said.
It's another beautiful day to be a raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring the
What's up, Raider Nation? I'm the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Deep behind the enemy line, this is Raider Reaction. Thank you for joining me on a Monday. Hope your Monday went alright. Started out your week. Hopefully it wasn't terrible. Now, as we do every Monday and Wednesday on Raider Reaction, we drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league-wide as we touch on all the hot league topics. Obviously, there is none hotter than the culmination of the 2017 season, which happened last night. Which you got my instant reaction. Now I've had a minute to let it simmer and build, and now I've got more of one. So, a little more concise and thought out opinion of what we saw last night. And a couple things that happened. Because obviously in the heat of the moment, as you're watching it, as you were watching it with me, you got my instant reaction. This is a Buchanan jersey, a Philip Buchanan jersey. Yes, it is. Throwback style on a Monday. I like to rock it every now and then because I do like the silver, the alternate silver. And you know what they say. Once a Raider, always a Raider. So we do have some business to attend to, and we got some kitty table business to attend to too. So, some serious kitty table business to attend to. We have a couple special guests in attendance, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But first, obviously, there is no bigger news than silver and black news on Raider Reaction. So, we have to start with that first, because the biggest news of the day in the Raider Nation world, David Amerson experiment is over. It's being released. Those are the rumors. Those are the reports. I'm sure it will be made 100% official, but it's all of the respectable news sources are all citing it, so it looks like Amerson is going to be the first major cut. It is on NFL.com. It is one of the leading stories. It's actually the second leading story on their news feed right now, so it's a pretty respectable damn source that Amerson is gone. After 3 seasons, he's out, and hey, you guys nailed me to the fucking wall when I'm wrong. I said he was going to be gone. I knew he wasn't going to be brought back. I was surprised only that he was the first one cut. That's the only thing that surprised me. But, what's up, Mo? Orlando Raider Nation in the house. So, that's the only thing that surprised me, is he was the first one cut. Not that he was cut. I expect him to be cut. Sean Smith, the way Sean Smith balled out at the end of the season, I'm good with bringing Sean Smith back. If Sean Smith can stay out of the joint. If he can stay out of prison, well, then I'd like to have him back. But that may not be up to the Raiders front office. That's more like up to the judicial system and the Department of Corrections as to whether or not Sean Smith is going to get a play. Because if he's found guilty, you know for damn sure he's suspended. I'm surprised he's not suspended already, because usually the NFL will pull the trigger even if there's the sniff that you may have committed a crime. Your ass is suspended. So it's a shocker to me that that has not went down yet. But hey, good for us. But I agree with Alex. Sean Smith, hey, he's got a whole new coaching staff. And what happened as soon as we switched coordinators? Sean Smith showed up. The end of the season, Sean Smith was the best damn cornerback on the league. Not in the league. Fuck, excuse me. On the team. Not the league. The best damn corner on the team. So, hey. It's Black Monday. And the head that fell was a Raider head. And I think we're going corner in the first round again. We're going to try to find that pair to Connolly. I still think Connolly's a top 10 talent. And trying to find that the other side to go with him. We got Sean Smith. Got McDonald. Carey. We've got a little depth there. And you know what? There's another guy who's going to probably be out there. Another defensive back. You might know him by the name of Malcolm Butler. He was supposed to play last night. Yeah, but he didn't play so much because supposedly he broke curfew. Got caught with a little of that sticky icky. And, yeah, Billy Sweatshirt don't like that. He's not down with the sticky icky. Yeah, or maybe he was holding out. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he wasn't cutting Bill in. I don't know. Well, whatever the situation was, he pissed somebody off. He didn't follow the rules, and he had to sit in the biggest game. And hey, did it cost him? Because they got lit up like a fucking Christmas tree. Their secondary and defense. So did it cost him? Maybe. Who knows? Never know, but it definitely didn't help him. You know, he is one of the top, you know, he's a veteran. He's talented. You'd think you'd want him on the team. He wasn't down with the 4-2-0. He was not. He's not down with the sticky icky. Well, maybe he is, and maybe just in the offseason. Bill's like, man, I had this fat sack ready for you for the day after, but you just couldn't wait. But I doubt that was the deal. So, supposedly, curfew and weed. The reason he was not in there. I will take that bait and run with it, Michael. Catch or no catch. I was going there anyway, eventually, but I will go there right now. Catch or no catch? To me, I thought that was a catch 100%. I thought fucking Chris Collinsworth was off his fucking rocker as he was screaming that it was without a doubt not a catch. I thought it was a catch 100%. Step, dive. In my entire life, I have always been taught there is an imaginary wall that extends all the way to infinity. That is the goal line. You break plane of said wall and you have control. That is a touchdown 100% of the fucking time. I have been taught that my entire life, and so have probably all of you. So, when you are in a bar with 100 people, and 100 people think that's a touchdown, I don't care what the fucking rule is. That's a touchdown. So if the rule says that wasn't a touchdown, then the rule's wrong. They got the call right this time, but you can take 10 other instances that looked exactly like that, where they've called it the other fucking way. So you do not know what a catch is. I do not know what a catch is. The NFL officials do not know what a catch is. Nobody knows what the fucking catch is. We're just making up shit as we go. The top echelon of professional sports in this genre. And we're making up the fucking rules of what a catch is as we go along? Are you fucking kidding me? Get that shit figured out. There's got to be a clear definition of what a catch is. Because it isn't clear right now. It'll be called one way, and then it'll be called another way the next time. You never know. You never know. Now, you want to talk about a pissed off Brady? Now, I've competed in all sorts of things as a kid. I've competed as an adult. I've coached as an adult, coaching kids. I've been pissed off. I've been mad. I've won. I've gotten beat. I've gotten beat bad. I've gotten embarrassed. There's all factions of losing. Now, granted, it's never been on a stage as big as this. Granted, not even freaking remotely close. However, at every one of those events, whenever I was done, whether I hated the cocksucker on the other side or not, I met him in the middle of the field and I shook his fucking hand and I said, good game. Good game. You meet your competitor on the field of play and you congratulate them. That is the gentlemanly thing to do. And the fact that you would even just turn and walk off the field, which is not, mind you, a 5-second task. You've got a good 30 seconds to a minute probably before he got his ass off that field to think about and turn around and be like, you know what, I should really go shake his hand. No. And you walked all the way down the fucking tunnel. You walked all the way to the fucking locker room. You met I don't know how many people. And at no time did you think, you know what, I better turn around and take my ass back out on that field and congratulate them. At no time did you think that. So, I'm sorry. Patriots fans can say whatever they want. And anybody else can say whatever they want. Period. Point blank. I don't give a fuck what team he's on. I could care less. That's a dick move. It is what it is. That's a fucking dick move. You weren't gracious in defeat enough to go shake the man's hand and say, good game. We just dueled it out in one of possibly the greatest fucking Super Bowl shootouts of all time. Good fucking game, man. You got me. Good game. You couldn't even go say that to the kid? You pompous fuck. You saved it for, behind closed doors? Were your smug vampire ass? Jesus H. Christ. That was a bad look. And you know what? The judgment of a man's true character shows more in loss and defeat than it does in victory. You can tell more about a man's character and how he acts when he loses. Everybody can be the gracious winner. It takes a real man to be a gracious loser. And you looked like a fucking putz last night, Rice Cakes. You looked like a putz. Now, if you would like to go attend the Eagles parade on Thursday, I wouldn't walk across the street to see the Eagles parade myself, but if you would like to go see the Eagles parade in what's left of Philadelphia, because if I hadn't, I don't want to take credit for it because we all knew it was going to happen. Stevie Wonder seen it was going to happen, but I had said it for weeks. If Philadelphia made it to the fucking Super Bowl, Philadelphia was going to burn. The fact that they even made it to the Super Bowl was like a death sentence for the city of Philadelphia. They were going to burn. The city was going to burn. There would be fire in the streets and there would be riots. And win or lose, and the riots would probably be worse if they won. And son of a bitch, they ripped down awnings, they were dancing on fucking traffic signals, they were flipping cars, they were lighting fires, they were fucking kicking in windows, they're eating fucking horse shit. What the fuck is wrong with people in Philadelphia? It's like we should just put like this little bubble over your ass and just segregate you from the rest of the fucking world. You guys are fucking like some sort of twisted, degenerate animals. The fuck is wrong with you people? There's video of Eagles fans eating horse shit in the streets. Horse shit. Horse shit. You almost need to be relegated as at like a little side table next to the kiddie table. Not like quite ready to go to the adult table yet because you guys are too until I don't think you're we need to have like a transitional table. Because you've left the kiddie table now that you've won Lombardi trophy, but your fan base doesn't warrant the fact to sit at the adult table with the rest of the elite franchises in the NFL. I don't know. We're going to have to think on this one. Because right now, you're stuck in purgatory. And we don't know what to do with you. We just don't know what to do with you. You're just stuck in purgatory. I mean, with behavior like that, can we invite them up to the adult table? No! Come on. You just get, I don't know, maybe you can be like the gopher that brings us our food and shit. Maybe. Maybe you're just old enough to carry the shit to the table. And we'll come up with something for you. I don't know, but I don't think you belong. I don't think you belong at the adult table yet because of your behavior, Philadelphia. I don't think you belong. But we're gonna have to discuss your place. We're gonna have to discuss your place. We agree. You don't belong at the kiddie table anymore because you have won one. And your team shouldn't be punished because of your fan base. But unfortunately, your team represents a bunch of fucking inbred animals. So, I don't know how to deal with that. But we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you on that. So that leaves Philadelphia with an interesting question. And if you were the general manager, which I know none of us want the job, but let's just say hypothetically, Raider Nation, you happen to be the general manager of the Philadelphia Eagles. You have Carson Wentz, second-year guy, just running the table with your team. Running the table. Then goes down to injury. Foles comes in, limps into the playoffs, pulls a couple out, and they end up lighting it up in the Super Bowl. He wins it all. Now he's a Super Bowl champion. Now you coming in. Now what do you do? Now what do you do? Now what do you do? Raul. We have a Raul troll. Hey, we only got one rule, Raul. When you come into Raider Reaction, step up and bring the fire. And if you ain't repping the silver and black, bring it true. And say who the hell you repping. Trash talk. Trash talk in the comments. It's easy to trash talk when you're hiding. What you hiding for? Who you repping? Speak. Speak or forever shut the fuck up. That's our only rule. We don't mind trolls. At all. But if you ain't repping the silver and black, step up like you got a pair with who you're repping. That's all. I embrace smack talk with the best of them. Oh, I love it. I live and breathe it. It's like fucking H2O to me. Fuck a Pats fan. Your motherfucking dynasty started with a fumble, and that motherfucker ended with a fumble. That's the last time you're going to see that Lestat fucking gaunt-looking, pale-looking, rice cake, avocado-eating ass on this freaking playoff stage in the Super Bowl like that again. That will be your lasting memory of him, is fumbling it the fuck away. Lasting memory. Rams! Get the fuck out of here. Rams! Oh, get the fuck out of here. The Rams. They're not even the most popular team in their own fucking city. We are! We're the last team to win a Super Bowl there. Get the fuck out of here. The Rams. Don't you belong in St. Louis? You sold your soul to St. Louis already. You're like a fucking $2 whore. You'll blow whoever you need for a Lombardi trophy. Fuck you. No wonder you didn't want to come in repping it hard. Because you're a fucking Rams fan. The fucking lamb. Bah. Bah. Get the fuck out of here. Oh. So Wentz or Foles? Wentz or Foles? If you had to go with it, seriously, Wentz or Foles? If you had to pick one, Wentz or Foles? That's a tough one. I say you gotta go with Wentz. I think Foles has proven he wasn't the, maybe he had a little hot streak there, but you know what? It's kind of like Hostetler and Phil Simms. Yeah, Hostetler got you there and got it done once, but when it come down to it, you knew damn well Phil Simms was a better quarterback. So I think it's kind of along the same lines. And what Nick Foles made himself was a very, very, very rich man, because he is about to get fat fucking paid by whoever he goes to, because all he's got to do is flash that ring and that Super Bowl MVP and say, oh yeah. Ching-ching-ching. And his agent's going to run with that shit. Run straight to the fucking bank. Straight to the bank. So, that's all that did for him, for sure. Now, there's a couple other things I want to touch on, obviously, from last night, but let's jump into something else right quick, which I touched on earlier, we had our ceremoniously and removed. We removed Philadelphia from the kiddie table officially. We don't know what we're going to do with them yet, because obviously their fan base does not warrant being moved to the adult table. Yes, Michael, we did touch on Emerson. So we don't know what we're going to do with them. However, that did open up a spot on the kiddie table. So, there was only one team in the nursery. We popped them off the nipple, and we've invited them up to fill the vacant spot on the kiddie table. Now, yesterday we had Warren Moon in attendance, and today for the official ceremony, we have none other than a quarterback who played in Houston and then was through the move into Tennessee, Mr. Steve McNair. What's up, Steve? What's up, Commish? I was going to be here last night, man, but, you know, I was shot. Well, I completely understand, but this is a big occasion as we are putting the Houston Texans on the kiddie table. So thank you for joining us. And Steve would like nothing else but to hand it off to the greatest quarterback in Texas history, brother of the current Raiders quarterback, Mr. Derek Carr, David Carr, who survived 2,000 sacks in his career. And is nothing more than honored to be here for the presentation of the official placement. Oh, kiss it, love it, David. Love the official. They have officially left the nipple, left the nursery, and have now made the kiddie table to join the rest of the pathetic bastards who have yet to raise the Lombardi Trophy. So the kiddie table is once again intact. All seats are full. But the nursery is now empty. We've put people out of work now because the Eagles have won. There's no more Raider Reaction Nursery until there's an expansion. And then we'll put them poor bastards in there. But this is it. This is it. And then there were what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then there were 12. The dirty, dirty dozen. Who will be next? If you had to pick, Raider Nation, which one would be the next to leave the kiddie table? Who would you pick? Who would you pick? The Browns! The Lions. I know, it must have been a long day, Lions. The Falcons? Do you think the Falcons will ever actually get it done? The Panthers or the Jags? Got the Jags there. Got the old school helmet on here. Ain't got the half painted one. Although supposedly said next season they're going to fully paint their helmet. It only took them a couple seasons to be able to afford enough through ticket sales to be able to paint their helmets completely. Congratulations, Jacksonville. We knew you could do it. So, we'll see, but thank you, Steve McNair, for digging up enough time to join us. And, of course, always appreciate David Carr taking the time. You know, he took so many hits as a quarterback, half the time he forgets to, stop by. Because he did take like 2,000 sacks as a Texan quarterback, so what can you expect? Now, speaking of shots to the head, you catch the ball, then you try to do a little two-step, get a little extra yards. Now that's all cute and shit. But you realize, while you're out there fucking dancing, trying to get those extra yards, there's a whole group of guys that are still trying to tackle your ass. So you gotta kind of put your head on a swivel, or your head's gonna be on a stretcher. And that's what happened to Mr. Cooks last night. Because he straight got knocked the fuck out. And you can dirty play my ass. That dude was dancing for extra yards and forgot that anybody else was on the field. And he got lit up. Lit up, man. Fucking bam. Helmet up under the fucking chin. Lit the hell up. And he was out. That dude was on the floor. It was like, oh my God, somebody call his mama. That dude... it was lit up. It was one of them plays they used to have up, back in the day. That dude got jacked up. But, they don't do that no more because they can't do that because all the CT and concussion shit. Because every time they were saying that, some dude was getting his brain scrambled. And that's not a good look for the NFL. They don't want to celebrate concussions. But that dude you can straight see Tweety Birds and Stars. That dude was out. Cold. Completely out. So it was, I was glad the guy got up and everything was alright. But you know what? I am not above saying that I don't like seeing a guy get knocked the fuck out every once in a while. Hey, call me bloodthirsty. It's a violent sport. And I like to see some fucking wide receiver who thinks he's got the balls to come over the fucking safety zone and that motherfucker rocks him into fucking next Tuesday. There's nothing that makes me jump out of my seat and go, oh yeah, more in a football game. I love that better than a touchdown. Come on. There's nothing better. I didn't play offense in fucking high school at all. It wasn't even my secondary position. I played defense. That's it. The only thing I liked seeing was hits. Hits on motherfuckers. Lighting dudes up. And you just can't take that out of the game. And that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Lines. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. As always, I appreciate any second you guys spend with me on Raider Reaction. Every Monday and Wednesday, we go Ghost to the Post. We drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league-wide. Touch on all the hot league topics. So, if you're tuning in, expecting to hear everything silver and black on a Monday or a Wednesday, it ain't gonna happen. Because there's 5 other weeks in the frickin' week. And baby, those are all silver and black from start to finish. So, we touch a little league on Monday and Wednesday because you gotta be educated, you gotta be an educated fan, you gotta know about the 31 enemies, and you know what? I don't care if you I hate the fuck, I'm fucking Raiders all the way. Well, yeah, so the fuck am I. But you know what? There was a fucking Super Bowl yesterday, and like it or not, our fucking team wasn't in it. And we still gotta talk about it, because it's history. You know what? You've all heard my theory. The story. The story was written. Who would have thought the story was going to be Nick Foles? You never know how the story's going to be written for 2017. But you know what? Every other team, within a couple years, every other team of 2017 will be forgotten. You are just a blip, just a fucking minute detail in the story that is the 2017 Eagles. That's the way it works. There's going to be an American game made, an NFL films made. The 2017 season belongs to the Eagles, and everybody else is just a small detail in their story. There's a story to every season. Nobody else's story meant shit. The story that mattered was Nick Foles, the Eagles defense, the team that had never got it done. That ended up being the story that took down the evil empire, who had the ball in his hand with a chance to win at the end of the game. That was the story. Like it or not, the story was green. In 2018, it will be silver and black. I believe it. I believe we're making the right moves. They just feel right. It just feels right. So thank you all for joining me. SoCal, Cesar, Jimmy, Lines, T-Courts, Jukebox, Raiderette Natalie, Autumn Angel, Silver Sunshine, BC, Popeye, Sin Sister East, everybody, thank you for joining me. New and old, my band of pirates. Always appreciate any second you spend with me on Raider Action. Always, always, always. And yes, as Silver Sunshine was so nice to remind me, do not forget, on Fridays, 11-ish Pacific, 2-ish Eastern, we have a Raiderette show on Fridays. During the day, get a little Raiderette fire during the day. A little Raiderette fire during the day. And then, of course, on Friday, we will bring you Black Friday. And you know what? I'm going to touch on Black Friday for a second. Because those of you that have been hanging around with me for a while, know I have been bringing you Black Friday every fucking Friday since early in the offseason, like around the draft of last season. So damn, working up on a year. Now some other motherfucker wants to start putting a Black Friday on, but calling it Friday football, and start that son of a bitch right before mine. You know what? That's just a real shit-ass thing to do. And I don't mind. Because you know what? I'm still going to keep doing Black Friday. Because you can fucking steal the games and put the same fucking game on as me. But you know what? People are still going to tune over here to watch it with me because they're going to be watching it with me. Because I'm going to commentate it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss it. We're going to laugh. And we're going to have a good time watching the game on a Friday night. And you can't offer that. So, screw you. For trying to steal my idea. It's the principle of it. It's just the principle of it. You know, it's not that big of a deal. It's just the principle of it. Why make anybody decide? You know, there's other gentlemen by the name of Mr. Bear, who happens to be on in a time slot right after me. There's a reason my show's on in this time slot. Because even though I'm not on the same page with that gentleman, I have enough respect to not run my show at the same time as his. Now, on Fridays we overlap, but we always have. But through the rest of the week, we don't. My show ends, his begins. You can watch him, you can watch me. If you like me, you like me. You like him, you like him. You like us both, you like us both. Fuck it. But at least you ain't got to choose. That's all I'm saying. So, whatever. Moving on. Now, I guess when you are the most pathetic, give up an unheard of amount of yards as a defensive coordinator, as Matt Patricia did in the Super Bowl, I guess you get rewarded with being the head coach of the Lions. That's how you get rewarded, with getting absolutely scorched as a defensive coordinator on the greatest stage. You now get to be the head coach of the Lions. So, I guess that's how it works now. These guys had jobs sewed up. What, McDaniels is going to be the new coach? Is going to be the new coach. Colts. He's going to be the new head coach of the Colts. So the Evil Empire's coaching staff over there at the New England Patriots, they're falling apart. They're falling apart. Guys are disbanding, and there's chinks in the armor. He's losing his defensive coordinator, his offensive coordinator. His quarterback just took a big shot to his ego by walking away with the loss in that game, feeling like he did everything he could. Everything he could but hold on to the ball in the last 2 minutes of the game. Everything but that. Everything but that. Hey, McNair. Enough of you. Get out of here. Man. This is what happens every time we invite Steve McNair around. You can't get rid of him. You can't get rid of him. That's what happens every time we invite him over. Security's got to haul him out. Guy's always getting in trouble. You might have heard that. So, despite it being a shit matchup, it was a damn entertaining game to watch. And that's all I can say, is that's what you want out of a Super Bowl. It was a good game to watch. You sat there, it went back and forth, there was tons of yards, it was like watching a fucking Madden game. You even had Madden stiff arms. Clement. Who was the guy that Clement stiff armed? Jesus Christ. His fucking grandchildren are going to feel that shit. His grandkids are going to be waking up in the middle of the night like fucking, they're not even born yet. They're going to be waking up when they're like 3, like, they're going to feel that stiff arm. That thing was nasty. That was like a Madden stiff arm. You fucking hit stick his ass. That was brutal. I love a good stiff arm. See, you just can't take things like that out of the game. A good stiff arm, a good safety shot to a freaking guy going over the... You can't take those out of the game, man. Listen. It's as pure as this. If you're sitting there, chilling, you're watching TV, you're hanging out with your boys, watching the game, and you're like, man, fuck, this is going on there. Oh! If it's not a play that can make you do that, dude, there's got to be plays that can make you jump out of your seat and go, oh! Because if you take that out of football, you take the raw gladiator nature out of it. That's what we watch for. Yeah, we know it's a fucking violent game and guys are getting their brains scrambled. That's what makes it exciting. Is the chance that on any given play, somebody's going to get carried out on a stretcher. When it gets down to it, it's primal. Come on, you ever watched a UFC fight? You're waiting for somebody to get knocked the fuck out. You want to see somebody go stiff-ass limp at any second. And what's it do? It makes you go, oh, oh. Right? Because if it don't make you jump up and do that, you're going to lose the audience. You're going to lose them. There's lots of games out there. Curling's safe. You can go slide on ice and push a fucking stone across some ice. You can try that. You can play horse. I've heard horse is pretty much non-contact. You can try that. Because I think basketball might be too much for you. You can try horse. Horse is good. Golf. But you probably should walk. The cart's too dangerous. with all the technology out there, this game can be made safe. I'm telling you. But it's a violent sport. And to anybody to not think it is, it's insane. Because it's absolutely a violent sport. And to try and make it not so is retarded. But it's the PC thing to do. When you have a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit coming after you, it's the thing that you have to do. Because for your legal case, you have to be able to say, well, look at what we've done. Look at what we've done to try to counteract. Yeah. Unless you got them plays, though, that make the fans stand up out of the seat. If it comes down to it, we're all primal. We want to see blood. We want to see somebody laid out. You know it, and I know it. Tom Brady standing in that pocket and replaying the Raiders. You're telling me you don't want somebody to straight blindside fucking steamroll that son of a bitch? You know damn well you do. And you jump up and do a fucking dance and spin and backflip if you can. You know damn well you would. So don't you look at me and say, oh my God. Oh no. Because you know damn well. You'd be like, get him. He ain't even see it coming. Get him. Oh yeah. Bet your ass. There's just sometimes listen, man, it's organized violence. That's all it is. That's why it's so popular. It's organized violence. You take this group of guys, we're going to throw a ball in the middle, and you're going to try to move it to opposite ends of this piece of grass by using just nothing but your bodies. Now go. You know? It's a violent sport. So what are you going to do? Man, Steve! Get the hell out of here. That's enough. Come on, McNair. I'm telling you. He's like cockroaches. He's going to be coming out now as soon as the freaking lights go out every night. I'm going to find fucking Steve McNair outside my fridge. God damn it. That's what happens every time I let him in the house. He's like Beetlejuice. Make sure you join me tomorrow for solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black, as we will touch on nothing but the Shield tomorrow. Everything silver and black. Everything silver and black. With the Raider Nation Report, as we do every Tuesday on Raider Reaction. Every Tuesday on Raider Reaction. The Raider Nation Report. With yours truly. Now, on Wednesday, we'll have my boy, NorCal Raider Rick, one of the Raider Reaction team. He'll be joining the screen with me as we go drop me back deep in the pocket once again with the second edition of Ghost of the Post with our silver and black coast to coast edition every Wednesday on Raider Reaction. Then on Thursday, I've got a couple different things cooking for Thursday. Thursday's your mystery show. And it's going to be your mystery show for the next probably month to 2 months. Is Thursday. There will always be a Thursday show. But it's going to be kind of your mystery show. Because I've got a bunch of different ideas. Now, the captain is going to be joining me on Thursdays. Every other Thursday or so. He is going to be joining me for Captain and the Commish in studio. So be looking forward to that. That will be on Thursdays. But we're going to mix in some other things on Thursdays too. So Thursdays is going to kind of be your mystery show here for the next 2 months of the off season. And then, of course, on Friday, every Black Friday, it's the Silver and Black Theaters. We dust off a Raider classic from the Silver and Black archives. And sit back, have a cold one, and watch the Raiders whoop some ass on a Friday night with you. And there's only one original Black Friday Silver and Black Theater, and that is right here on Raider Reaction. We've been doing it every Friday for almost a freaking year now, and you know what? Others may want to imitate, but you can't duplicate, because it's only one original. So hang out here. The whole team's usually here. We're in the comments. We're on the commentary. And we kick back and we make sure you start out every Friday night and go into your weekend on Raider victory. Now, just a couple highlights that are coming up over the off season. JP and I are hard at work on our mock draft, and we will be having an official Raider Reaction mock draft as we will go through the entire first round as well as all of the Raider picks. That is on a date to be named later. We will have a special live presentation of that. JP will be in studio with me. This will be an in-studio live mock draft. We're going to have a whole setup for it, and it's going to be on a special time, special night, and we will advertise that and when that's going to happen. But our Raider Reaction resident college guru, JP, is coming back to join the team to get us ready for the college football season and as well to get us ready for the draft. So that will be coming soon. Then, of course, we're going to have all of our live draft coverage. You know, you can sit and listen to all of them other schmucks if you want during the draft, or you can hang out here, and we're going to be talking the only picks we give a shit about, and that's the Raider picks. So we will be live draft coverage all through the draft right here on Raider Reaction. So no, we got you covered there 100%. You do not have to worry about that at all. So we got you covered there. We got you covered. God damn it, Steve. Somebody get Steve the hell out of here, please. That's the last time we invite McNair on for a while. I swear. This guy. He's something else. Well, thank you for joining me. As always, I apologize. We was a little gimpy on the start. Just Facebook shut me down right after we got going. And if you had to sit through my intro twice, I apologize. But it's a badass intro, man. Hector Hernandez shredding it. Come on. The autumn wind. Fuck. What better intro you got to sit through than that? Seriously. It's a good way to start. So, if you had to listen to it twice, I apologize. Call Facebook. And if you find their number, please give it to me, because they don't post that shit anywhere, they motherfuckers. So I got some shit to say to them. Thank you for joining me. As always, I appreciate it. Any second you spend with me on Raider Reaction. Tune in tomorrow. Solid hour. Everything silver and black. The Raider Nation Report with yours truly. Let's talk Anderson's head rolling down the hallway. We'll talk who's the next head to roll. Maybe more blood happens tomorrow. Who knows? But I'll be here, and we'll talk about it if it does. And shit, we'll talk about it if it don't. We'll be here to talk about whatever. But I will be here. You be here. See you tomorrow. I'm out. Peace. Love. Raider Nation.